I really appreciate. This is your number one hairstylist from West Africa, Ghana. I'm about to unbraid my twist hair. This is crazy, man. It's almost 1 month, 2 weeks. Almost 1 month, 2 weeks, and it's time for me to unbraid it so that. So I want to tell you guys a story about my life, how I discover, how I become a professional barber, in the barbering industry for the past 6, 7 years. I remember when I was in, primary school, I think primary four. The guy is doing it. I always look at him and say, this thing I can do it. So that is what I've been saying anytime, I can do it, I can do it. So I always imagine it at my head, my hand, and do stuff. So there was one time, and I discovered that I can, do a barbering. So when I used my chop money to buy a comb that I can use to barber hair. So that day when I went to school, I didn't buy food. I didn't get food to eat. I just used the money to buy a comb, like maybe a comb like this, and bring it home. So we were two friends, and we called two kids, and I take one, my friend to take one. Now my friend is a teacher. So after we finished barbering, then my own was very perfect. And everybody was like, "Hey, so you can barb." So that was my first time holding what do you call it, a comb. That time, by then, I think 2009, 2010. By then we use comb, we don't even use clipper. We can use comb to barber your hair, whether your hair is bushy or whatever. We still use comb to barber it. So when I used comb to finish barbering, everything was on point. I give it a nice shape. That was my first time. So after there, old people have been coming to me. "I want you to help. I want you to barber my kids. I want you to barber my hair for me." So it was too much. The pressure was too much. And my dad said, "No, you have to quit because you have to go to school." Because the kind of pressure they were giving me, this one will come and barber my children at home. This one will call. And when I go, they don't pay. They don't pay. So there was one time, and I decided that, forgive me for my voice. I have some cold, so the voice is. So there was one time, uh, after I barber, what do you call it? One woman, kids. He said he will pay me. She didn't pay me. I went to his house to ask for money. He said he don't have money. I said, how? So since then, I decided not to barber anybody again. So I quit until I get to JHS. There was one particular man, around what do you call it? Our house. He opened a barbering shop like that. So when I closed from school, I went to his shop and said, "I want to learn. I want to learn." By then, I know how to use the comb, but I don't know how to use the, what do you call it? The clipper. So I went to him and I asked him, "I want to learn how to. And he said, "Okay." And he said, "Okay, if you want to learn, I will teach you." And I said, "Okay, fine. That's nice." So, uh, so um, when I closed school, he even told me that, no, you are too young for this. You have to focus and go to school." And I say, "Yeah, I know. The school I'll go, but after I close, I'll still come here for, to learn." He said, "Okay, no problem." So anytime I close from school, I just, come home fast, change myself, and go to his shop. So there was one time, when I go, he will send me, "Go and buy this, go and do this, go and do this." So there was one time, and he said, "Oh no, you have been good to me, so I want you to start learning." So he started teaching me how to hold the clipper. When the small small boys come, he tell me, "Do this, do that, do this, do that." So I was then learning that small small until I complete GHS. I went to secondary school. When I went to secondary school, I was not interested in the, the barbering. I have a vision, but then I was vision to, be a professional journalist. I want to be in the media space. So me going to, secondary school and doing this, I was not comfortable. So I decided to switch to stop the barbering. So immediately after secondary school, when I came home, I got a hotel job, and they were not paying. We worked 24/7. They were not paying us. So I decided to quit. So when I quit, I sit down and said, so there was one day I went to a particular shop and the guy was trimming, and I look at the guy and say, so this is what he do to take my money. I can do more better than him. So why don't I switch to that, face? So that was then I decided that I want to switch. So when I decided, it was not easy, ups and downs and those stuff, but it is what it is. This is what I said I want to do. So nothing can stop me, pursue my dreams. So when I started, you know, I quit and I go and work with someone, and the person was a drunkard. Anytime you come to work, he's drunk and those stuff. So I was like, hey, this guy, you worry me and those stuff. So I don't like talking. So I decided to quit and go and look for my own shop. So along the line, I was able to find a shop, and the shop was so amazing. And the owner was so pressuring me. Anytime you come, money, 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 money. So I said, this man, why money, money? Anytime, money, money. So I searched for another job, and I went and do that one. So after doing that one, I get to know much about the business. So one thing I tell myself is that I want to, within a few years to come, I want to settle. I want to open my own business. I want to own my own shop. And when I said this to me, it was just, attempt that I make that I will do this. So when I start working, I save money. I make sure I save money and the stuff. So along the line, I have to move from the village, the small city, to the main city, the capital town of Ghana. That is in Accra. Because I can see if you will be valued with this job unless you live in the city. So I decided to come to the city to come and, polish myself. So I get in touch with a few people, and, one gave me opportunity. So when I came, once the talent is there, the city and the village, there are, different. There is difference between the city and the, what do you call it, the village. You get it? So when I came to Accra, started, this stream and those stuff, everything was working perfectly. All my social media handle was very active, talking about then time Facebook, Instagram, was very active. I think I opened Facebook first. Facebook was my first listing. That was 2014. So I was posting my work there, posting my work over there, posting my work over there. And I was getting attention, I was getting attention. So I decided to add Instagram to it. And now my Instagram page is almost 18K followers, very active, you know. And later on, I opened a Facebook page, you know, all kind of things. So when I came to Accra, it was not easy. I work with people. I give myself 3 years. That after 3 years, I was able to establish myself. So once I establish myself, I become a CEO of myself, working for myself. So working for yourself is the best, Sometimes people think it's stress. People think working for somebody is the best, but that one it can be the best, but eh, I always advise people that building your own business is good to use 5-10 years to build your own business than to use 20 years to work for someone. That person can just wake up one day and sack you from the job. You get it? But you building your own business is the best. You control your business. You put things in place, make sure that everything is working for you. You know, and that is the best advice can give to anybody who want to, be a business person. The beginning is hard, but if you're able to begin, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Once you begin, the more you are in, the more you are learning, the more you are developing, the more you are going forward, the more you are making mistakes and correcting it. That is how it is. No one is perfect. Yes, we are not perfect, so we always try to learn. You learn from people, you learn from those who are ahead of you. Nowadays, the internet is easy for you to learn anything you want to learn without even going to the person. All you need to know, once you find out that the person is, you know, doing something you like, you just connect with the person, you know, and start following the person, and you are good to go. You get it? So that's it. So I think since I came to the city 2019, 2020, 2021, early 2022, I was able to save some money. So I decided to open my own shop. And, you know, it is not easy. But God grace, by God grace, we were able to, establish ourselves. Yes, so that's it. So now, as I'm speaking to you, I'm the CEO of FreshBeeghtv Grooming Salon all across social media handles. So it's not easy. It's not easy to build a business, but once you make your mind that you want to do it, you can do it. Everything is possible. In this modern world, whatever you want to do is possible. Whatever you want to do is perfect. Life is hard. Life is hard, but in as much as we are in today's